Hey peeps, welcome to my channel. My name is Janet. Today we'll be doing a 20-minute full bodies Pilates workout. The only thing you need is yourself and mat, no other equipment required. Each exercise will last about 20 seconds with some rest in between so that you can stretch out the body and just move into your next position. Now, if you enjoy this sort of workout, please like this video. Also comment below maybe to tell me what other workouts you might want to see on this channel. Certainly subscribe as it will definitely help my little channel to grow. Now let's hit the mat.
All right, lovely people, let's start standing. Legs a little bit apart. Stepping out one leg at a time into your squat, side to side. Tummy muscles pulled in, sticking your bum out. Keeping your body upright. Try not to drop the chest down. Good, hold into the middle now. We're gonna start to step out and jump. Step out and jump. If you don't like to jump, you can step out and just come up on your tippy toes. Otherwise, like I just did there. Yeah, my level ones. Otherwise, level twos, go back to the jumping. Alright, so we're going to go down into a squat, lift up on your toes, and again, if you want to, my level 2s or people that like a little bit of impact, you're jumping it through. Just to get your heart rate up there. Good. Alright, step one leg out, and then the same arm and leg are going to come out together. Maybe a little hop in the middle if you're feeling a little bit zesty. Otherwise, just step one leg out, arm swinging in the diagonal. Perfect. All right, come into your lunge, squat, lunge. So you're turning to the side to lunge, come back into the middle to squat, and turn to lunge. Nice and low into the legs as you're starting to warm up. And then lean to that right side. We're just going into lunges. Left leg behind you, heel up, knee coming down close to the ground. We're about to go into a bit of balancing after this. Good. All right, we're going to go lunging. And then we're going to lift that back leg off the ground. Press the hands behind you. Otherwise, you can just keep the hands onto the hips. No need to move the arms as well. Standing leg always has a little bit of bend. And try to extend out through your hamstrings and glutes. Amazing. All right, holding that leg up into the air and see if you can keep your balance and just pulse it up. If you need to tap the toes down, you can do that. That's totally fine. But make sure your standing leg always has a bend, because as we get tired, we start to lengthen it. Nice. All right, turn to the other side. We're going into lunging on the other side. So this time, your right leg is in front, left leg behind you. And drop that knee down as low as your knees will allow you to go. Make sure your front knee stays behind the toes. All right, we're going to that balance. So lunge. And back leg lifts off the ground. So try not to kick the back leg, but actually squeeze and lift it. So it's floating, and then slowly with control, you drop it down. Heels always stay off the ground on that back leg. All right, we're gonna hold it up there and then just pulse the leg up into the air. Working on your balancing. Don't forget about your standing leg. Get that load into the glutes. Almost done. Good. All right. So we're going to go into a squat, elbows tapping to the side, and we're reaching the arms up to like a wide V. So squat and arms push. We're about to move into a bit of arm sequencing soon. I'm just warming the arms up through here. Nice. All right, so in this next move, we're going to stay squatting. Arms reaching up above the head and then comes down towards the shoulders. Don't forget to keep squatting down if you can. because I just want to build up some endurance and muscles in your legs here. Good. All right. So the arms are forward and up, forward and up. Arms in line with your shoulders. We're going to keep that tension there. Oh, the legs are starting to get sore, but just maintain the squat if you can. We're almost done. But we're going to go into pulse squats. So linking the hands, pushing them forward. Back is upright, bum is sticking out a little bit. And then we're pulsing it down. Knees over toes. Pulse is always a good way to burn through the legs and build muscles. Perfect. All right, legs a little bit closer in. We're going to take the hands into C. So it goes over and under 2 invisible circles at the end of the arms. So it's like you're doing 2 C's, CC's. Good. Circle forward to me now. Arms nice and straight. Pull the belly button in because you don't want to rock the body too much. And we're just going to go circular motions with the arms. Almost there with the arms, people. If you can hold on a little bit longer, maybe I've got 2 more moves and then I'll give you a stretch. Good. All right, circle it the other way. What happens one way, we're just going to repeat that on the other direction. Strong shoulders, toned arms. All right, I've only got one more thing to do before I give you an arm stretch. You got this. All right, so hands, palms facing forward, and we're just lifting the arms up to a V and then down to the side. It's like you're flapping, like you're trying to take off and fly off so that the arms will start to feel more relaxed. But you're nearly there. Oh, release. Take one arm across the chest. Let the arms stretch. All right, so I'm going to show you this level 1 burpees. You're stepping out and in and make sure you're alternating. Level 2s, you're jumping the legs out and in and then reaching up. Tuck yourself in when you're ready. Squat down, out, in, reach for my level 2s. This is your full burpee. Really works the heart rate. All right, level 1s, you take it at your pace. Make sure you squat and step out, then step in, alternating through. It's only 20 seconds. We've only got 5 more seconds to go. Good. All right, holding your plank position and you are mountain climbing it nice and fast, like you're running on the spot. In and out, in and out. Good job. Chest stays between the hands. All right, hold your plank. We're stepping out and in or jumping out and in, right? So level 2s, you do the jump. Level 1s, you are stepping right foot out, left foot out, and then alternating through. Keeping your upper body still. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of bounce. All right, we're so close. Nice. Come down onto your elbows. We're going to tap the knees. If you need to at this point, because you're getting tired, drop to the knees and then just lift one knee off the ground. But if you're feeling okay, after this one, we've just got another 20 seconds of exercise to go, and then I'll give you a stretch. So if you can hold on for me, just keep running the knees. Good. All right, let's hold the plank, press the heels back, share the weight of the body all the way into the legs. Eye gaze forward, bum in line with your shoulders. A little bit higher in the hips is probably better than too low in the hips, because then your lower back has to work too hard and it hurts the lower back sometimes. All right, drop to the knees, pull back, have a child's pose here. We're going to go into side work now. So we're coming over to the right hand side. Your left arm is just underneath the shoulders. Level 1s, you are having the legs sort of bent. Level 2s, top leg straight. Level 3s, both legs straight. Top hand onto the hip. We're doing side lifts. Up and down. Halfway down and then lift up. Like you've got an invisible hand around your waist and you're just trying to lift it up into the air. Out of your shoulders. Good. All right. Hold still. Your top hand comes up and it taps to the front of you and lift. All right. So the hips don't move. They just raise up high. And you're just moving your top arm down and up. Fingertips to the ground, or as close as you can to the ground. One more exercise here before we lie all the way down. All right, holding your side planks. You've got this, right? My head is lifted always so that I don't dump any more weight into my shoulders. Take your mind somewhere else if you need to, because you've only got 5 more seconds before I give you a moment. Nice. Take that arm just across the chest if you need to shake out that shoulder. I find I need it sometimes. All right, we're coming all the way down to do legs, inner thigh work. Stack the hips, tummy muscles put in, top leg floating in the air. All right, toes flexed in on the top leg. Your bottom leg is going to say hello to your top leg, like you're clapping. So notice my top leg is held up at a diagonal line, and my bottom leg just lifts. Feel free to put your top hand forward though. Clapping it out. And we're going to stick both legs together like a mermaid's tail. Both legs come up and down. All the way, so that your bottom thigh is lifting off the mat if possible. This is great for your inner thighs to start to activate. Good. All right, holding the legs up into the air and we're pulsing it up there. Glue the thighs together and little flicks up and down. Nice. Drop that bottom leg. Top leg is coming into a loop forward, loop back. So it's like you're doing a figure 8 lying on the side, or tying a bow to the front and then to the back. 2 loops. Careful not to wobble the hips about too much. Working that top lift. Alright, that leg goes up, up, down. Lift, lift, lower. So we're going hip level, higher, and then back to hip level. Try not to have the thighs resting on each other if possible. Top leg will get a nice little burn coming through. All right, we're going to hold the leg. This is 20 more seconds and this is it. And then I'll shake. We're going to pulse it out through that top leg. Hold and lift and pulse it through. 10 more seconds and then we stretch. Amazing. Line the back if you need to. That top leg is opening up into that figure 4. Hug the bottom knee in. That's just stretching out the glutes. I'm going to go on to back work first before we move to the other side. So we're going to lie on the belly, squeeze the legs and glutes. Arms are going to be lifting off the ground, squeezing the shoulder blades and then bringing it back down. So up with the arm, squeeze the shoulders and then drop it down. Legs stay on the ground. Sometimes unconsciously we tend to lift the legs when we lift the upper body because it helps us, but we're going to isolate the upper back first. Good. All right, now legs come up and we're going to open out into a V, come back in, drop it down. So float the legs, thighs come off the ground, open it out, drop it down. Making sure you're pulling your belly button right into the spine and pushing your hip bones a little bit into the mat. That will just counteract any over hyperextension. All right, so we're going to do arms and legs together. Both float up, open wide to V and then come in. Up, open, in, down. It's like a reverse snow angel here. Stick with it, team. You've only got one more exercise with back work to go. Arms up and we're kicking. Swimming at home. Thighs come off the ground, toes extended if you can, and kick it through. 10 more seconds to go. And relax. Come up, pull back. Child's pose it out, bum towards the heels to release your lower back area. All right, we've got the other side to the left. Your right arm's now below. Remember, arm underneath the shoulders. Don't forget your level 1s. Stack knees, level 2s, top leg straight, level 3s with me. Hips up and down, top hand onto the hip. Good, so we're just trying to drop that hip a little bit towards the ground, but not all the way down, so it floats in the air. completely relax the hips. Remember the waistline with the hand. All right, top hand up straight, tap the floor, lift it up. Tap and lift. You're just holding your hips off the ground now into your side plank work. Remember, there's only 3 parts, so if you can stick with it. After this one, only 20 seconds to go. All right, holding that side plank out of your shoulders. Breathing it through. It's important to breathe. Amazing work, team. Only 3 seconds to go. And then release it down. Take the arm across the chest there for a little bit of release through. All right, we're coming all the way down for inner thigh work. Tummy muscles pulled in again, hands onto the hips, top leg up, bottom leg starts to say hello. You can keep your top hand on the ground, yeah, as I do here, just for a bit more balance. Clap the legs together, up and down. Awesome work. You've got it. All right, legs together. We're lifting up and down together now. Like a mermaid's tail, flicking upwards and downwards. Hand on the ground, just a light touch. Squeeze your thighs together. Amazing. All right, so the legs stay up in the air and we're pulsing it out. All right, team, the legs are going up into the air still. Let's pulse it out. We're almost done. All right, bottom leg bends, top leg, do a loop-de-loop. So that figure 8 lying on the side, flick it forward, rise, flick it back. 2 loops to the front, to the back. Hips stay still with control. You can slow it down if you need to, of course. Good, that leg goes up and down, straight up, straight down. Toes flexed in towards the shins there. Up, up, down. So 2 rises and slow. That's it. Slow, slow, up and down. 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, drop is what you're doing with the legs. We've only got one more thing to do after this, team. Good. All right, so hold the leg up there and let's pulse it out. It's starting to get sore. I get it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And then we're going to go through a stretch very soon. Nice. Tap, tap on the back. Take your top leg into figure 4. Hug the knee in. Oh, almost done, team. Just bear with me for a few more moves. We're going to start to work on your stomach. That 6-pack, that core, legs in tabletop position. We're going to scoop one leg out and in. So scoop down, lift up and in. Take one foot, scoop it under something, lift it up to the roof and bring it back into tabletop. While you're doing this, you're making sure your lower back is flat into the mat because you don't want to arch through. Good. All right, so one leg is doing the same thing. The only change is I'm going to get you to lift your head and shoulders up. So scoop, head and shoulders up. When it returns to tabletop, then you can relax the head and shoulders. Hands can go behind the neck or head if you need a little bit of support. But if you can bring the arms just beside you, even better. All right, we're going to do 2 legs out now. 2 legs, scoop out, lift up, scoop down, bring it back into tabletop. Excellent. Lift and lower. Obviously 2 legs is quite stronger than single legs. Feel free to do that if you need to. All right, holding arms around the ears, legs at 45 degrees. Now remember, the lower your legs go, the harder the body has to work. or your deep core has to work. Chin tucks in. Breathing it through. Great. All right, hands go behind the head. We're bicycling it out. So you're going to take one elbow to the opposite knee that is bent towards you while the other leg shoots out. We're twisting through the torso, working your oblique muscles now. See if you can get your elbows all the way up to the knee, to the outside of the knee. Good. All right, let's start to scissor the legs. Same moves with the upper body, but the legs will go straighter because it makes it a little bit harder. Stick with me, team. I've only got a minute to go for these exercises, and then we can have a stretch together. Good. All right, legs up into the air. We're going to try to lift the bum and lower back off the ground. If that gets too hard for you, feel free to bend the knees, cross one foot over the top, and use a bit of momentum to roll. Otherwise, we're going to try to keep the legs straight. Roll up, roll down. This is your lower abs we're working on. Perfect. All right, legs come out to 45 degrees, arms come up, and we're kicking it. Toes pointed, lower with the legs. If your lower back is okay and your core is feeling strong, legs a little bit higher if it gets too much. Head and shoulders can drop anytime you can. All right, otherwise we've only got 20 more seconds to go. Hug the knees anytime. All right, we're going to crisscross the legs for your last little bit. Rather than kicking it, we're just crisscrossing it horizontally. And breathe, and breathe. This is your last 20 seconds. And then we're stretching after this. Feel free to go longer if you want to though. And hug the knees. Nice job. Arms horizontal, drop the knees to the right, head looking to the left. Top leg maybe a little bit more extended there. Come back in and let's swap to the other side. This is for your spinal twist here. Come on to the stomach. Lift up on your elbows. Lift the chin. This is just to pull out your abs a little bit. Good. Pull back. Bring the knees back in. We're going to take your right foot, step it forward underneath the chest. Exhale out, push the hips back, toes as close as you can to the ground. We're going to lengthen out that hamstring here. Now, if you find that you need a little bit more stretch after this, feel free to look at my other videos. I do have a post-workout, but your right foot is going out to the side. You can drop down to the elbows. This is for your hips. And of course, the hip flexors at the back. Good. Come back up. Gently bring that leg back in. Left leg steps forward, hands to either side. Exhale, push back, toes down. Front leg as straight as possible. Bend it in, take that foot a little bit outwards to the left. Come down onto the elbows if suitable. Stay up onto the hands, of course, if it's not. You have your choices here. Amazing. Release it. Facing long ways, and we're just going to lunge into that right side. Hands just in front of you for a bit of support. Feel free not to go as low if you don't want to. And then swap over to the other side. Into the middle, heel toe, the feet in closer. Slowly, slowly roll up. Head will be the last part to come up. Shoulders pull back. Give it a roll. Give yourself a clap. You did it. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.